First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
A federal judge has ruled in favor of extending the voter registration deadline in Florida. Good evening, that's our top story tonight. I'm Stephanie Byrne.
And I'm Maggie Lorenz. Thank you for joining us. Just a few hours ago, a U.S. district judge made the ruling to extend the voter registration deadline by another 4 days because of the effects of Hurricane Matthew. WUFT reporter Danielle Prinz joins us now live. Danielle, what are voters thinking about the extension?
Yeah, so everyone I've spoken to today agrees with the judge's decision to extend the deadline to October 18th. Now, this was the first day extension, and we've already seen more than 1,000 people registering today. So it was the Florida Democratic Party, other voting organizations, they were the ones that suggested we extend the deadline to October 18th because of the impacts from Hurricane Matthew. But everyone I've spoken to today says that's not why they waited to register. They say it was just regular life that has gotten in the way. More than 1,000 people in Alachua County registered to vote on the day that was supposed to be the deadline, and during the next 4 days, more people will get that same opportunity. Supervisor of Elections Pam Carpenter is interested to see if a new record for total registrations will be reached in Alachua County. Back in 2012, 8.5% increase in registrations. That's what we saw. And this year, we're already up to 18%. Now, just a few hours ago, a federal judge extended this deadline to October 18th to give people affected by Hurricane Matthew more time. Numerous voters I spoke to say they benefit from this extension, not because of the hurricane, but just life getting in the way, getting sick, busy schedules, challenges. Now, early voting will begin Monday, October 24th and end Saturday, November 5th. Now, Jerry Carr joins me from Santa Fe. He's a Santa Fe college student. So you registered today. Tell me why you waited until this day, the very last day to register.
Yes, so I just got, like you said, procrastinating. Really no reason with, the hurricane or anything like that. Just waited too long, and with school and midterms this past week, it was just kind of hard to get in, but I was able to get in today.
Yep,
so
now you're able to. And what do you think about this October 18th extension?
Yeah, I'm actually really happy for it. I have a couple friends who haven't registered yet due to midterms or finals, and so I think it'll be good, give them an opportunity to come in and register and be able to do that. So, yeah. Well,
there you have it. Now, the registration will end October 18th, and then early voting will begin on October 24th. Reporting live from downtown Gainesville, Danielle Prinz, WUFT News. Back to you.
Danielle, thank you. There are only 4 weeks left until the general election.
And Republican nominee Donald Trump is spending some time in Florida, including Ocala today.
WUFT's Evan Moon was at the rally. She joins us now. Evan.
Yes, and Donald Trump told the crowd today that Florida is a must-win swing state essential to his election. Doors to the Southeast Livestock Pavilion opened at 9 this morning, and Donald Trump took the stage at about noon. In the meantime, I was able to talk to several supporters who attended the rally.
Hillary, lock her up.
It wasn't hard to tell that the thousands of people who attended Donald Trump's rally had two things in common: their trust in the Republican nominee and their distrust in the opposing Democratic nominee. When asking about Hillary Clinton,
a liar, deplorable. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
She would be the most dishonest and the most corrupt person ever elected to high office, and I don't think it would be close.
But of the thousands, one didn't feel the same way.
I'm here to peacefully support the candidate of my choice and to peacefully protest the candidate at this rally.
But his protest didn't come easy.
A lot of threats coming in, and then after that, just a lot of get educated, you're a dummy, some cursing, a couple of belligerent people yelling, kind of drunk in my face.
So how will Trump supporters feel if Hillary does take office?
A civil war?
If she does get elected, I believe you're going to be very surprised at the reaction of the real patriots in this country.
But most of the supporters today have faith that Trump will take the White House.
I talked to an official who said there should be 11,000 people here today, which puts this venue over capacity by 4,000 people.
Don't believe what the polls are saying, because these Trump rallies are full of people that want a change.
He made us believe in ourselves again. He made us feel as if we were really who we are in this world.
Many women were chanting "Women for Trump." So I asked how they felt about the comments Trump was heard saying about women this past weekend.
That was 11 years ago. Does not matter today.
Anything he said, I've said 4 times as bad.
One of the many issues was radical Islamic terrorism, as Trump puts it. They believe he has the best plan.
I believe he's going to bomb the hell out of them. That's what we need to do. Bomb the hell out of them, not play with them.
Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York, spoke before Trump came on stage. He talked about the problem of terrorism in the United States. Trump then took the stage at about 1 o'clock, and because of the voter registration extension in Florida, volunteers stood outside of the pavilion registering voters. On the Democratic side, Bill Clinton spent time yesterday in Belgrade, Fort Myers, and Safety Harbor at voter registration events, since Hillary Clinton focused on the environment during a rally in Miami with former Vice President Al Gore. This morning, she was off to Colorado, and she'll hold a rally in Las Vegas this evening.
Thank you, Evan. Well, Steph, it started warming up outside today.
Yeah, you know, I brought my sweater and then I ended up not really needing it. But WUFT's Amanda Hawley joins us now from the Weather Center, and she's here to tell us if we can expect that warming trend to continue.
We certainly can, ladies. We're going to see a lot warmer temperatures tomorrow. We're going to see a lot more sunshine as well. And as a result, we'll see some warmer temperatures. But that was not the case today. Although we did see some peaks of sunshine, it did allow our temperature to get around 83 on the University of Florida campus. We still saw a lot of that cloud cover out there, a few showers, and a few showers are still on radar right now, making their way in from the First Coast. We also still have that coastal flood warning for the St. Johns River Valley in Putnam County. And that is, again, thanks to this onshore flow continuing to push in water into that St. Johns River Valley, and it just can't escape right now. But for tonight, temperatures will be falling into the low 60s, 66 by 2 a.m. here in Gainesville, and the winds will be dying down as well. That low temperature of 63 here in Gainesville. Coming up, I've got your full homecoming event forecast for the weekend. Back to you.
After 2 hurricanes in the first 9 weeks of the school year, North Florida school districts are scrambling to pin down their makeup days. Alachua County has decided on October 21st and March 31st. Marion County is targeting April 14th and has yet to find a second day on the calendar. The Putnam County School District hasn't decided yet, but is expected to do so by early next week. Dixie County asking for a waiver for no makeup days because they've lost 4 days. Union County has yet to decide, and Lafayette will not have to worry because its calendar already had more instructional days than required. And the U.S. Small Business Administration issued a statement today regarding the disaster declaration for some Florida counties affected by Hurricane Hermine. Citrus, Dixie, Hernando, Hillsborough, Leon, Levy, Pasco, and Pinellas counties are eligible for physical and economic injury disaster loans. Many other counties are only eligible for economic injury loans. Businesses and private nonprofits are able to borrow up to $2 million. Homeowners and renters can get a loan between $40,000 and $200,000, depending on whether the property is personal or real estate. Officials say a Titusville man fell more than 40 feet while trimming trees today. A fire department spokesperson says the worker was using a winch to lift up a tree damaged by Hurricane Matthew. The tree broke, hit the bucket, and blasted the man into the air. There's no word yet on his condition. The victim is the second tree removal worker this week to suffer a severe accident in Florida. Another worker was killed in Volusia County yesterday.
A tanker crash this morning on Highway 301 killed the truck driver and caused a large spill of jet fuel. As Marty Salazar shows up, the cleanup is still underway with the EPA monitoring the environmental concerns.
A fatal truck accident on US 301 near Waldo spilled 8,000 gallons of jet fuel on the roadway. It's not known why the semi-driver had trouble with the left curve on the highway.
It appears that he made a quick move to try to bring the tanker and the truck back onto the roadway.
FHP and the hazmat teams were quick to respond, closing the southbound lanes and covering the jet fuel with foam to suppress the fuel vapors. Traffic was slow throughout the area as the detour split the northbound side for one lane in each direction.
Then I saw this. The road was blocked, so I wasn't able, so I had to stop and ask one of the workers, not a policeman, if I could somehow get onto the road to Earlton here.
Another concern was the fuel absorbing into the ground and possibly threatening nearby wells. Now officials are saying that residents in the area who receive their drinking water from shallow wells will be notified by county health for possible contamination. Officials say if you notice a strange smell in your well water, stop using it. Gainesville Fire Rescue sent its hazmat team to help, but Alachua County Fire Rescue is remaining at the scene to finish the job. And the EPA is on hand as well.
Again, 8,000 gallons is a lot of fuel, and it's going to take a lot of time to get all of this cleaned up, and at the same time to keep people safe.
Officials had no estimate on how long it would take. Mari Salazar, WUFT News.
We don't know how much yet about the driver of the tanker and where he was headed with the load of jet fuel, but we're told the crash victim was a man from Tampa.
WUFT News First at 5 is just getting started. Coming up, we'll show you how the local Haitian community is helping those in need after Hurricane Matthew.
Plus, our consumer reporter has the latest update on the exploding Samsung Galaxy Note 7s. Those stories and more coming up after the break.
And we've seen a few more showers on storm track radar this afternoon. Coming up, I'll let you know if we can expect more of this tomorrow or if we'll see some drier conditions.